ice now. Which team can find the ice? OpTic Gaming still only one game away from resetting the bracket, but Stay Station continues to chip away, and they want to send us to a Game 7.
First kill's gonna go the way of SSG. Bound will find it immediately. Gonna be traded out as Formal, and Dead Zone will respond in kind. Reminder that the winning record is certainly on the side of SSG here, but off the rip, it's gonna be SSG who find themselves on the back foot. Formal on the flank.
Legend takes him down. Legend takes him down. Formal thought that'd be an easy flush out of loop. And despite 4 dead, there's no camo grab for OpTic. There's no time in the hill. And even though they had every piece of the puzzle, it's 3 dead again. We'll see if they can get camo and hill off of this rotation.
Ooh, trippy. Big double kill coming in from him. Camo is still available top middle at the moment. Stellar is going to be flanking. I'm not sure if Trippy knows it at the moment. He certainly does now. He's going to have to hit a big shot. Can't quite connect. And now, with OpTic Gaming 3 dead, make it 4 dead. Stellar's got the double. SSG will get the camo, and Stellar has the shock as well.
Man, just not the right place nor right time. Back-to-back 3 deads for OpTic Gaming against SSG. They don't get the camo, nor do they get any hill time. Not a good start for OpTic Gaming, and SSG already with a lead.
Bound's going to have to settle for the trade. I was going to say, looks to settle for the trade. For what was a 4 dead situation with SSG with camo. OpTic are in the hill and SSG at 3 dead.
Just back and forth. Oh no! A killing spree for Stellar, a man who we said had been silenced early on in this series, is instead 7-2 in Game 6.
Last alive when it's Stellar means something different. We talked about it so many times throughout this tournament, so many times throughout this year. He's last alive. There's 4 members of OpTic Gaming alive, and he turns it into a 1v2 with 2 pulls of the trigger.
Stellar just drop sliding not only from BR into Yard, but also Yard into Cafe to get that kill very quickly. Nice movement from him, and he's not done yet.
Progress on this hill is heavily in the favor of Space Station now. OpTic struggling to get all players alive on the map to really contest not only map presence, but secondary, that hill as well. OpTic 2 dead once more, and it's 2/3 of the way, maybe even 3/4 of the way to being capped.
Big moment here. Lucid versus Bound. Lucid will get taken down. Help from Eco comes in just in time to keep the camo player alive, and Bound will continue dealing damage. Take a look at the hill progress. Only 1 or 2 more ticks to go.
Dead Zone will fall as well. It's another kill for Bound. 5-3 at the start of this game. SSG still inside of this hill, but the challenge is going to come in from Formal, but it's not going to be there in time. And Space Station will strike first. First hill, bottom middle will go to SSG.
Bound also does so well to pick up those extra kills from top mid as well. They keep OpTic 2 dead, and they maintain the rotation as well into Yard. By the way, taking a look at the stats, Stellar's 10-3 in this game. We talked about it was not a matter of if, but when he would heat up. He's doing just that.
SSG have full control of the map as well. They've won the rotation to this next hill, and they already have 1/3 of it in their hands. One player who's struggling a little bit at the start of this game at the OpTic side is what you would say would be Stellar's counterpart. It's Lucid, 1-6, barely able to get off the map at the moment.
And despite all this momentum, still only a 1-0 game and very far from over, but somehow Stellar picks up a kill on Dead Zone. He should not have gotten it. Was 3 dead. Formal is the only player who can push here on Eco.
And Formal's going to turn his attention from getting kills to staying alive. Legend will take him down, and again, OpTic just can't get near this hill. All of them trapped in blue, all of them trying to flush and contest not just this hill, but they've got to worry about the camo as well. And SSG might be moments away from being 2 up here.
By the way, after that killing spree from Stellar, Legends also joined the party, tied with Stellar at 11 kills apiece.
4 dead for SSG. Finally, OpTic will not only break,
Ooh.
but get some sort of seconds or so to just catch their breath. I think it's been a little bit of a whirlwind for them to experience these first few moments.
Yeah, also the past few games have been a whirlwind where they have not been able to catch their breath. But to be honest, the concerns might have come in when Formal was not able to get that kill in loop on Legend. It feels like it has been downhill or uphill, depending on how you look at it. Since then, can they get the stop here? This would be incredible. Very important kills coming in right now.
2 dead on either side at the moment. OpTic have turned this one around a little bit, but look what's happening in and around that hill. It's Legend who will find 2. Alongside Bound, they get the break at the last second, and SSG will secure the second hill.
OpTic Gaming could not afford to lose Yard there. They at least needed to hold the BR, at least get the spawns around the BR or driveway to try to hold that. And even though they still had numbers up, SSG is able to get into the Yard with 2 players, and they get the second hill with only 2:22 left on the clock.
only 222 as well. Quite right that you say that, because with the 2-0 lead, you don't have to force anything if you are Space Station Gaming. You can play for the kills, you can burn some time. And every single kill that you pick up denies OpTic Gaming getting closer to potentially turning this next game in front of us around. Bound finds one onto Formal. Stella is in the death screen on the SSG side. Legend will find another one though, and all of a sudden OpTic starting to worry a little bit here because SSG are just finding kill after kill.
Look at the movement from Bound as well. He hits the drop side perfectly on LR to let his shield recharge so he can chase Dead Zone all the way around Yard and on VR. He's not done yet. Amazing aggression coming out of him.
Lucid last alive, he'll get flushed out as well. A killing spree and 4 dead for OpTic Gaming, and they are trapped. Shock rifle coming up. One little bit of a fortunate spawn by the looks of things coming in from Trippy, or maybe he tried to loop round. Will turn it into 2. Space Station now have to be a little bit careful. Legend last alive.
Really good peek shotting still coming in from Legend. He's going to try to keep an eye on Camo, at least get the info of where it's going. Doesn't really take much damage here. Finally, he's taken down, but not before a lot of... Bound shuts down the Camo again! Just when you thought OpTic maybe had an opportunity to create a break. 2v2 on the map. But SSG, look at the stats on the right side, on the top right. They're outslaying 49 to 37. Even Eco, he might be negative, but he's got 12 assists in the game.
Huge damage coming in from Eco that everyone else is playing off of. OpTic have capped half of this hill, but there's just over a minute left in this game. The transition to the next hill is the important thing as well. If OpTic, and it's a big if, can secure this hill, then they have to win the rotate to the next one as well, but they're not going to be able to do that with every single member in the death screen. SSG, get the 4 dead. OpTic have to fight a free spawn.
An absolute stranglehold in this game, just completely being outslayed, and once those first 2 hills got recorded, you could even argue once the first hill got recorded, no room for OpTic to push whatsoever. There's 34 seconds left on the game clock.
Well, SSG are 2 dead, and even though it's only 30 seconds, we know that clock will stop when you stand in that hill. And OpTic are looking to force this, but Eco is going to force them out of the hill himself. Stella gets his shields back. He knows that OpTic have to go for this hill. He knows that they've got no choice. And every single member who steps into his zone, he's just chopping down at the moment.
The kills are getting out of hand on the SSG side. 10 seconds left on the game clock. They're going to let the clock burn.
OpTic Gaming, a reminder, we're 3-0 up in this series. And even though they're desperately trying to show some life at the end of this game, they're going to concede it. They know that it's done. And Space Station Gaming are now 1 game away from completing